We have finally made it. We are here with the start of season number 4. We're going to be playing weeks 1 through 3 today, which of course, I don't know week 3, but week 1 and 2, especially that second game, definitely intriguing. Let's head right on to it. We have our 53-man roster, which we'll get into in a moment. Of course, we did the offseason, we did the preseason, and we have our 53. Of course, we do have a draft class and another media interview situation, which we definitely want to get because we have a chance to get some really good XP. Not sure what we're looking at here with Jackson Dart, but there's something going on there. But anyways, let's take a look at the starting roster. We're going to be on the road as well to start this season, but let's take a look at the starting roster. This is what we're looking at. Offensive line, thankfully Fashionu's injury, which kind of scared us a little bit with that dislocated wrist, actually turned out to be fine. He's starting. He's looking healthy. Of course, the rest of the offensive line, there were some moments there in that final preseason game specifically that I was not super happy with. So hopefully that was just a lapse. Hopefully it was just a situation of, not going as hard as physically possible because we didn't want to juice out right before the start of the regular season. I don't think so. I really hope I'm wrong here, but I really do concern about this offensive line. Of course, the skill positions, a lot of talent. Swain's obviously great. Broden's great. Harrison's one of the best in the league already. Donnelly, when he's hot, which, second half of the season, he absolutely was. He's one of the better quarterbacks. And then, of course, brand new wide receiver, Kevin Peters, playing the wide receiver 2 spot, had a sick catch in that final preseason game. We're going to have to try to get him the ball as much as possible. Obviously, a different looking team now, as, of course, we traded Jared Wayne to make a trade up for Richardson, the cornerback, which we'll take a look at in a moment. Of course, Steffen's at the 3. And then a Mitchell, I don't like the way he looks at me. Don't, discount him. Don't count him out yet. He could have a chance to be the number 3 or just play significant snaps regardless. Of course, backup tight end's very deep at tight end, as we almost always are, even without Gadsden there now. And then defensively, definitely still some missing pieces, right? The linebackers aren't the best. A lot of speed, but not the best actual talent-wise. DBs, a lot of potential there, especially at cornerback now with brand new cornerback 2, Tyrus Richardson, wearing number 2 this season. Man coverage is a problem, but zone, we like to run a little bit more zone anyways. Hopefully is good enough to kind of get the job done as he continues to develop. You can see very close to another upgrade, and he's already a 79 overall. The team looks pretty prime. The team obviously is young, but it's getting more experience under the belt as these seasons go by. We're going to have to try and hopefully get this one going. I'm not really sure why one of the abilities doesn't want to work here in Skinner, but we'll get that fixed as well. This game, that's all I can say. Yeah, I have no idea why. I've tried everything. I have made Skinner normal dev. I've put him at Superstar X Factor. I've changed his abilities. Can't get the ability to track. I don't know. Maybe it'll fix in-game. It's just a graphical glitch. I don't know. But going into the season, what area of the team is the strongest? We always talk about this, right? Every time. We know that it's the opposite. But maybe not. Maybe we'll see. Run game is our strongest aspect across the board, and it's all because of that one running back. It's all because of that one man. But we're, of course, going to be looking at what worries us about the defense. Obviously, the coverage. I don't think we should make a goal here, but I think we have no choice, right? Can you be more specific? I don't actually know. Arguably, the edge. I think technically, even though the pass rush is good, they do, like he said here, need to be more effective. What does a successful season look like statistically? What are we talking here? Our starting D as a team, 30 sacks. We could do that. I think we hit that last year, even though we were pretty bad. All right. I mean, I like it because it's a team effort, right? It's like, oh, well, our pass rush sucks. Well, your edge rushers better be better, even though they are the most important. You still, if the edge rushers each have 5 sacks apiece because they're double teamed, but the interior has 15 apiece, that's a successful season. Of course, we'll have to look at the scouts. We'll hire that in a moment. But yeah, we're going to say make the playoffs minimum. I don't want to go as high as Super Bowl because that is a lot to commit to, but minimum, that is the way to go. We're going to take a look at the team. Of course, this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode because of the 3 games and because of the yap from the first episode of kind of going through some things. No injuries, of course, but yeah, going forward, we'll limit the yap to about 4 minutes per non-gameplay aspect. It is what it is. It needs to be some chatting, right? Quarterback, CJ Stroud, he's a problem. Very good throw power. Amazing accuracy. He's fast enough to get it done if he needs to scramble. Running back, Percy Anderson, across the board, pretty damn good, but is slightly more of a power back. Nick Chubb still looking pretty good, just not that fast. Fullback's okay. Rookie, Wide receivers, Neighbors, very good. Mims, very good, but hasn't developed as much as he should have by now. And then Pritchett as the number 3. I mean, they're not the same height, but kind of giving us vibes, right? You have a really good wide receiver 1. You have a number 2 he's good, but he's going to take a little bit to develop, and then almost the exact same wide receiver 3 as our guy. Tight end, yeah, we have a better tight end for sure. Ferguson's good, but he is not Swain good. Left tackle, solid. Left guard, solid. Center's very good. Right guard, solid. Right tackle, solid. Left end, solid. A lot of solids on this team. And then your right end, wrong scheme completely. DT's all right. Good power move. Left out, they need a new one. I mean, he's still good because he's an X-Factor, but yeah, he is struggling. Linebackers in general, kind of slow, but I mean, is this a 3-4? I don't know. I really don't know. Who is Stark, by the way? Starks, is he a rookie? He probably should be starting if this is actually a 3-4, which they drafted like it is, I'll tell you that much. Cornerbacks, very good, especially cornerback 1. Hufanga, solid. Strong safety, very solid as well. And then they have Rayshon Bullock, who's just sitting back up doing nothing. He should be their strong safety. Kicker, not that good. Punter, very good. We did set our scouts, in preseason at least. The Gray Squirrels did look pretty good. 8th overall total yards, 6th in passing, 6th in turnovers, which, unless that's last year, which either way, it's good. Even better. I think it is preseason. Look at the 83. Yeah, it's all preseason, but that's a lot of turnovers. No, I'm confused. But of course, 20th in rush yards. So not as good in the ground game. So you would assume some sort of passing attack. I'm going to disagree with deep. I think medium is the way their team is kind of built. And then defensively, not great. So we're going to run inside and see if we can't just, have a Harrison Day right out the gate. Brush over 200. You know what? That's a lot, but I'm going to go crazy with it. I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe in that. I think that is obtainable, and I think it's going to happen. Which, speaking of things happening, I have no idea if the like goal was hit. I'm just going to record this right away, just in case it does, and I can post it. But if not, I'll hold it till Saturday. So if you're seeing this on a Saturday, obviously it means that it did not hit. But either way, maybe leave a like. It still helps. Even if we're not going to hit a like goal that'll, do the next episode the next day, it still means a lot, and I appreciate it. You guys already do anyway, so it is what it is. You guys are goated regardless. But Steffens, 80 overall, really good upgrade. Kind of makes up for that fashion upgrade. Was kind of mid, but 2 to medium. Speaking of mid, 1 to short, 1 to catch traffic, 1 to catch, 1 to deep route, 3 to break tackle. That's kind of a big one, actually, as his ability to break tackles and all that's kind of getting up there. His juke move is not quite there, but he still makes people miss. It's just not a quick juke move, so it does kind of take away from the yards gained, even if you break the tackle. But, we also have the ghouls. I hope that's on the road, dude. The dark field, I'm looking for it. And when I say I'm excited, I actually genuinely am. It's like the first time in a while in Madden that, into July, I'm still really looking forward to actually playing the franchises. I really am. The other ones, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's fun. But this one, I've been enjoying it. I really hope we have something special like this for 26 as well. Obviously plan to, but just will it live up to the hype? Let's hope. Of course, for the sliders, I like to start out, the first game of the season, showing off the sliders, just so you kind of know where we're standing as far as the sliders go. Accuracy, I do like to bump a little bit. I recently imported the sliders just to make sure they're applying from main menu, just because I don't need it, but the AI does. It usually doesn't change anything, though, but these are the sliders. Let's go into week 1. Enough yap. And here it is, the start of the regular season, at least for us. I'm not even sure what time this game was being played at, but, of course, starting the regular season on the road. The big question is right there. Donnelly, are we going to throw a lot of picks to start the season off again, or are we going to avoid them? It's raining. Well, I think I know the answer to that. What a terrible day to start the season on. Oh, my Lord. Michigan rain, man. That's just... I do like it. I'll be real with you. As much as it's gloomy and we shouldn't want to play in it, I do. I'm just a sucker for the weather. I really am. It's awesome. It is. But yeah, can we avoid throwing picks? If we can avoid throwing a pick this game, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know. Someone becomes a member. That's it. I can't. I wish I could gift one, but I can't do that. I don't know why. It's not like Twitch, but somebody just join, all right? Trust me, you're safe. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna throw up 2 picks with this weather. The rain is gonna send this thing. Of course, big thing about the season as well is brand new kicker. Batten, who obviously may have recognized from our playoff loss, played the final snap of our season, basically, and missed the deep kick just by a little bit yardage-wise. But with the superstar dev in practice, he showed a lot. that basically is telling you he is next level. He's going the next level. And he's going to be our starting kicker. Anders Carlson's not even on the roster anymore. So crazy things. You know, as much as you're an accurate kicker as Anders, at the end of the day, kick power matters too. If you can't kick those deep shots, your value is just a little bit less, and that's why we've moved on already as we get a huge hit from Nick Martin to start this game out, a gain of 0. Of course, can't get a breakout in week 1, but you can set one up for week 2, so hopefully somebody here, especially one of those corners, maybe set themselves up for a breakout. Quick throw to the outside. They're going to get some yards. He almost breaks the tackle, but steps out of bounds, shy. 3rd and 2 at the 39-yard line. We're bringing a lot of players on this line because a run would not be a bad call in this situation. Yeah, we're coming up with the safety. Maybe it'll coming up a little bit too quick. Huge hit, but holds on. I think that's a great spot for Skinner. I think we were in a great position. Not quite enough to get a hand on the ball, but I mean, that's just a really good receiver making a really good catch, right? I mean, he gets absolutely lit up in the process of a catch, but he holds on. I don't know what else you want. That's a perfect play by Skinner. Just an even better one from Neighbors. Massive catch. 3rd and 2. They took a shot. Let's move Richardson in a little bit. Try to swat. Couldn't. Tight end falls down on it. Gains a yard. A lot of zone coverage on this team. So going to try to be in zone as much as possible. Spellman, once again, just looks out of place. He's so much smaller than everyone else. But aggressive tackle will get him down. 3rd and 4. One of the safety blitz. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe we didn't just penalize him. That's crazy. And we get switched off. Holds on with another hit stick. Different receiver this time, Marvin Mims. We are just switching players off all over the place. I don't use the... Actually, you can't even use the analog stick switch. This is literally the only way to do it. The hell? Try to swat. Oh, that was so close. Good hit by Richardson, but a 7-yard gain. The Gray Squirrels are moving. We've been very close. Multiple different plays, chances at the ball, knockouts, all that kind of stuff, and just they've been slightly better each time. Oh, this is a big run. Martin's got to do better than that. Great job by Richardson. Actually limit this to a 3rd and inches. Bringing the fellas in, you got to press them. You got to go for the press. And we're not going to get there. No, we will! I think it was Martin. What a play. Nick Martin's actually been pretty damn good in the run support. Of course, he is, better than, his coverage with run stopping, so it makes sense, but still, he's been so far pretty impressive this drive in that department, forcing what should be a field goal attempt in the elements. Or not. I mean, they did get a pretty good push. We just got a little bit better penetration unless they're trying to get the free play. And we're out there with Tariq. Maybe over pursue. Nope. Edge Maynard will stop him. An amazing drive that takes away a lot of the quarter, more than half of it, will lead to 0 points. The defense clutching up, and the offense does not have the added pressure of being down on their first drive. What a great bend, don't bake, break, not bake, I don't know who's cooking. Hopefully us on offense, style defense, as we kind of always have been. Of course, Donnelly, 85 overall. If he was a superstar, he'd have some abilities. See if we can't get him to superstar with a couple of good games into a breakout. Of course, they got a lot of players on the wrong side here. Harrison, if the left tackle can get this edge rusher, Clegane gets the linebacker. Harrison's one-on-one for a potential touchdown. And instead, it's a hold. We did say one-on-one for a potential touchdown, and it's all for nothing. Oh, we telepath exactly what was going to happen. And one of our players instantly holds. That sucks. It's going to be Clegane, too. It's actually going to be Fashion, who's supposed to be our best lineman. I mean, talk about a way to start the season. Would have been magical. And instead, it is coming back. Steffens, and that is going to almost lead to a safety. Step back a little bit too far, and that holding call is really hurting us here. Swain, a little bit of a force, and almost picked already. You know how they call like holding penalties drive derailers? This is what they mean. This is typically what they mean. Dump off Harrison is going to just get swallowed up by the guy that's getting blocked, unfortunately. We lose 10 yards on our first drive of the season because of a penalty. I have no idea how the hell our guy punted that far. I just simmed it because I didn't want that extra added accuracy bonus. What a punt. Maybe the wind a little bit, I guess. Rookie out there with Spellman. Great job. Only a gain of 3. It's fine. D-line's struggling a little bit here, but the linebackers are doing pretty damn well against the run. Stepping up with Carpenter. And they're going to get there. Oh, my God. Kind of hurtled into Spellman, who will get him nowhere. Don't know how I feel about a dime blitz. And they're very hit or miss. We're just going against freaking neighbors as a rookie, by the way. Over the middle. Can't get it off because of the blitz. Would have probably had him. Richardson, I think, on the other side actually covered well, but the other wide receiver was open. We get the stop, though, and we'll get another chance at it on offense. On the return, Blue should have a couple of blocks. Or not. Just don't even block the first set at all. Near the end of the first quarter, offense really didn't get a chance to show itself because of a holding call that sent back a nice 40-yard run. Now it's a fresh set. We can run the ball again if we want. See where it takes us. And there goes Harrison, taking us for a first down. Not quite the first run he had, but 13 on this run is still great. And that would end the first quarter. We are negative in yardage, but the scoreboard's the same, so that's fine. So probably went a little crazy in that 200 yards projection, but we'll run the ball again. It's still early. You never know. And it's a really good run for Harrison. Almost beats the safety again. 2 for 34 now. We said a long time ago Harrison is a special guy, so this doesn't really surprise anyone that he's able to do this. And, oh, really good job at the edge there. Might just be some tiredness from Harrison because he felt like he should have gone out there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like he should have. Dump down here. The rookie got a chance at it and can't even corral it. Not a great throw, unfortunately. 3rd 13 from the 40. Would love to get a little closer for this field goal. Swain. It's a bad throw and will lead to a decision here. The decision is to let the youngster try out a 57 to start the season out. That bar is moving. And we predetermined it a little bit, and because of that, we'll knuckle it and miss. Kind of predetermined that bar moving a little bit and completely choked it. Still 0-0. The weather is affecting basically everything so far. A little audible at the line. Spellman try to blow that up. Can't get off the play, and unfortunately, that's going to lead to a first down and then some. Nick Martin in coverage beat. All right, first and 10 for the 37-yard line. Definitely looks like a run. It will not be. And thought he was going to take the dump down. Oh, my God. Spellman got cooked by Ferguson, by the way, and then they lose a player. One of their linemen is down. 5 wide. It might be called for his audible, potentially. Stuck on the D-line, and there goes Ferguson. How fast is Ferguson? 81 speed has never looked so fast. Something's telling me we might not be holding a 0-0 game anymore. And maybe not, as we get a great sack from Skinner, blasting the quarterback for a loss of 8. Who knows? We could be wrong. A little bit more pressure again could be. And is that against us? I think it might be. Can't tell. Of course it is. They're going to call encroachment on the play. I thought we were drawn, but I guess not. Can't going against a wide receiver. As he should be. Get the running back. He's in trouble, and he's going to take the sack. We just talked about it. You never know. Now back to the 32-yard line. It's already not super easy. Is this a wide receiver? Let's switch it. That is absolutely PI by us. They're not going to call it, and Pierce is going to get another sack. 4th and 39. What is the decision-making by C.J. Stroud there? Holy crap. I have never seen. That might be the worst drive choke in the history of mankind. Into a bad punt. I mean, 14's not bad, but it's not amazing either. But arguably, into a bad punt. I mean, they were like, what was it, the 9-yard line? I don't even know, dude. They were far up there, though. As Harrison's going to get locked in for a first kind of loss of the game. I mean, it's only a yard. It's not actually a physical loss, but for Harrison, anything under 6 is probably a loss. And I ain't talking yards. I mean, what? Harrison inside give on the inside zone. Trying to set it up. We do set it up. Try to cut left. Couldn't get it. First down regardless. Passing game has been hit or miss. The running game has been pretty good. Going to keep going to it. Yeah, we get kind of caught up. We get it back to the line. Thankfully, a little bit further than past the, back to the line, but still. Harrison breaks it outside. I thought we were going to go for a lot there. 2-minute warning. First down. I mean, Harrison is the offense, right? We're kind of like the Saints a little bit. Like, it's like Chimera time, and that's it. And you can't get the ball out to him because he gets bumped up. With that blitz, that might have been gone. Like, you're just looking at a team that was not prepared for it, and a difference maker was about to make some plays. And there goes Peters. Look at the speed of the big fella. Gains the first down on a drag going backwards. Ran that route backwards, and we'll take it, though. He got a lot after the catch. Pretty good move. And terrible throw off the hand of Swain. Not hands, just one. Like, yeah, it's a quick throw, don't get me wrong, but it's open, so why wouldn't I take it? End zone shot, Broden. I'm going to take it. It's a pretty good throw. On the money! Broden for the first score of the season, first score of the game even. Outrunning A.J. Terrell. We talked about it in preseason. I don't think you can leave him one-on-one anymore. I don't think it's going to be perfect. I don't think he's going to beat the guy by, 5, 10 yards. But he's going to do it enough where if it's 40 yards down the line, no safety help, 99 times out of 100, I think he's having just enough step where if the ball's perfect, you can basically get it every time. 52-yard dots over the top of the defense. Finally get us on the board. And that's a really good change. I mean, if he would have... There might have been some pressure. If he would have held in 1 more second, he would have had a big play over the middle. Definitely did not see that coming. Thankfully, either did he. Not sure why Jones is in, by the way. We got that many DBs in. Over the middle, Spellman, great tackle. 3rd and 2. Dime blitz. You have Fant coming off the edge. Cross stepping up. And we have too much to cover there. Neighbors outside was becoming a problem. Underneath became a problem instantly. And that will lead to a first down. But many tries here in the goal line. They're not quite there yet. Red zone goal line. They just haven't turned it into anything. That could be another takeaway, and Fant drops it. He had it. The ball came out flat. It came out late, and we let him off the hook. You can't let him off the hook in any situation. And the running back dump off, not going to take it, and almost a coverage sack again. Been some close calls. Who do we got on that side? Cross. Deep safety is Skinner. Spellman. Good little pass off, and they're going to throw it in behind. Oh my! Malik Neighbors just bullied Tyson off the ball, and will convert on what should have potentially been an interception. Clock is ticking. Try to pressure him. If we can get a sack here, we literally avoid a field goal. Behind us. Not going to take it. Throw away. No, he doesn't need to. He's down to the 1. And there's going to be no time. We avoid a touchdown by a yard. Maybe even an inch for all we know. That situation I can understand. I can understand not throwing it away. That's a touchdown. And the receiver came back to the ball too hard. He should have had a score there. Should have been 7. The way the game's going, nothing's guaranteed. That would have been a massive gameplay. Didn't happen, though. Of course, looking at halftime, Spartans versus the Celtic Foxes, 13-10. Pretty damn good matchup here. As you can see, the Spartans have a good roster, so not really surprising that it's a close one here between those two good teams. The Blaze versus the Steamers. Blaze are taking care of business right now. Toll getting better and better now as the eventual and final starter, finally. Of course, now looking at the Piranhas versus the War Dogs. War Dogs are winning by 4 right now, with Jalen Hurts being very efficient. I guess so is Tua, to be fair. Looking at some of the highlight plays in this one. A lot of it from our side is obviously going to be some handoffs, but obviously the big one is going to be the Broden touchdown shot for 52, and here it is. One more good look at it. Steps in, unleashes one. Perfectly floated over top. As you can see, Terrell is not far behind. Still going to run inside and still going to defend the medium pass. Of course, still raining. Somebody put an umbrella out. And here we go. It's Springs on the return. Good juke move and all, just not super great blocks at the 26. I think he's kind of the perfect number 2 because he's tall enough, so he gets a little bit better blocks, and he's athletic with some pretty damn good juke move. Steffens is wide open, and we needed less than a second left. We'd have hit that perfectly. Unfortunate, big play gone. Late throw to Steffens, and good try. Great catch, just overthrown. Sure, haven't run it, but we've had 2 looks in the past game, and just for whatever reason, haven't been able to hit it. And Broden, that's a great throw. Broden, look at the speed. Maybe he should have just outran everybody. It's kind of our fault. First down, though. Massive, massive conversion. Run inside. double teaming. Good stiff arm, but yeah, we got to get off that double team, man. Come on, man. Just get off the double team, man. Inside zone. It's going to be tough, but the tight end could get in front of this. We turn it inside. We try to outrun everybody. We gain about 9. And I would like to get the backups more involved this season. I know, Harrison had a great year, but I don't know how you can run a guy like that his whole career, as Ali cuts it back for a nice gain of 4. Like, need to mix it up. This could be a blitz, but it could also not be a blitz. We'll see. And it is absolutely a blitz. Harrison spins, cuts forward, gains about a yard or 2. 3rd and 5, going to have some options here. They definitely have the safety help, but quick outs could be the move. And we would have had Broden. It's going to be a tough one. Got to just throw it. Can't get it off. 4th and 5 now from the 42. Might be a punt. I mean, pre-snap, I'm expecting somebody to get open streak. And we do. But unfortunately, that safety is playing way better on his guy than the other safety. There's no way I can hit this, no matter, even if I stand up tough. Receivers on the outs aren't running the cleanest routes. Throw to the left's too hard. Inside of the running back is the only safe sort of option. Could have maybe, if I didn't have this guy on my face, might have just taken a shot at Broden, but yeah, it's not high percentage. With the 42, though, we could pin him deep. We're going to try to pin him deep, at least. I like our odds on this one. Going to keep it a little short, just in case. Go out of bounds, please. And what a punt down to the 2. Also, CJ Stroud must have got hurt. They got a different quarterback in right now. Got a guy named Wilder, as they're going to hand this thing off. I don't know what the hell happened to CJ Stroud. Hit pointer will be out of quarter. Okay. So right before the half, it must have happened. Defensively, this could be a really good position for us. And what a block that was. That could be a touchdown. Oh, no. Cross. Cross is fast, though. And he's going to slow him down enough for Richardson to catch him at the 4. Oh, that sucks. Saw it where Richardson took too long. Was that CJ Stroud back in on that play? What's even happening? I swear it just showed, like, a lot of yards. Was Wilder in for a lot longer than I thought he was? Wait, is something happening here? Are they duplicating stats? What the hell is happening? I know he just had a 93-yarder, but even then, like, he had 80 yards before that moment? I don't even know, but either way, Wilder got him down to the 4. What a throw that was over top. Cross just slightly beat on the post. And it just takes too long. You can't blitz. What do we have, 5 or 6 guys, and they had 4 to 5 seconds to throw? That's just insane. Offense so far off to the slow start we kind of expected them to be to start this season. As Weeks, oh, I didn't see the guy on the outside. I went to the out because I thought we had the touchdown. Can't blame us. I really thought it was there. All right, left side looks so free. Last time it was a hold, though. And okay, I guess we're going to instantly get a penalty again. How is that even possible? Okay, it's offside. I'm about to say, man. Obviously, we're accepting this. Got a crazy play with Steffens here. And we're in trouble. I mean, we try to step up, hold it up for Peters, and he just, I don't know what the hell happened to him, but he just did nothing. I want to see what happened to Peters here. I mean, they just kind of like set him free. They let him go. He gets like hip checked and just, yeah, he just dies. He's behind the linebacker. He's behind everyone at that point. Ollie in. Tough one. Good throw and catch. Peters, 9-yarder. All right, we got ourselves a little trap play. This could be a blown up off backside. And not quite. Look at the shiftiness, though. Sheesh. Go route, curl route, Broden, though. But I do like Steffens here. I'd prefer not to have the option because that safety's playing the post anyways. Streak could have its chance, but Broden's more open. It's a great throw, great catch. 12 yards sounds like a good gainer to me. Looks like a blitz, which if it is, you got a quick throw to Broden. Looking good. It's not a blitz, but you have a quick throw to Swain anyways. Finding the quick reads, gaining 5. Super low scoring, arguably boring affair, but you got to do what you got to do to win. Steffens. Don't know if that was a bad throw, but Steffens definitely looked like he was drawing a flag or something. I don't care how egregious it is, you don't play the flag. Like, unless it's like out of your reach and it's a deep shot, you can trip over your, pretend to trip over the legs. We got 2 players here. We're going to take Steffens. And it's vastly underthrown. I don't know what that throw is. Thrown inside to the end zone, that's a touchdown. I think that was the right call. I think outside the safety's there. Inside, I don't think the safety can catch it. It just falls flat on him, and it is undercut for the pick. Bullock apparently is actually officially starting for them. Yeah, that's just, I don't think it's a bad read. It's just, it doesn't have the juice at all. I mean, yes, we have the underneath tight end Swain, but I see 2 receivers open. Somebody's got to get open. There's no way they're covering both of these guys. The safety plays it really well, though. He plays, kind of towards Stefan's side. There's no way I'm getting that outside. That throw is just way too long, way too hard. But inside, if we throw this left, which I'm trying to throw this around here, there's no way the safety can catch that while trying to play both routes, and instead it's just underthrown. Well, like we said, you don't have to worry about that membership. It's okay. Yeah, we didn't really expect to not throw a pick first game anyways, right? Try to strip them, good try. Losing to their backup quarterback, arguably. I know it's 7-7, but arguably losing to their backup. Don't forget it. The intercepted ball was literally their backup, so, physically and literally their backup beating us on that. Spellman, again, looking like a safety out here. He is so tiny. Like, that's 230 pounds. Oh, my God. And behind the defense, again, man coverage, getting cooked. Of course, Skinner, maybe not your best option there. There's been some pretty garbage defense right now. Oh, we let that edge happen. Run defense getting beaten out to the 30. Their defense has been pretty damn elite. Our defense has been all right, but it's been more lucky than it has been good, in my opinion. And that can be picked off. Skinner drops it. Oh, no. Skinner had it. It's a tough one, right? It's over the shoulder. You got a guy like right in your face. Seemingly, actually might have got a hand on it, too. But that is a massive play and miscommunication, 3rd and 10. Bringing a little bit of heat with Spellman, the rookie. See if we can do it. Feeling a motion. Do see the motion. And we're on that. Cuts it inside, but we do enough. One-on-one, I don't know if Fant makes the play. Gets the help. Bamba injured. That's why we kept 4 DTs. 6 minutes in the 4th, and they will be trying to attempt the game-leading field goal, as we will knock it in for the block, and they will get it, 10-7. And Bamba starts the season off with an abdominal tear, because what I needed was one of our defensive linemen to get hurt, obviously. Weeks going to try to get some help here on the special teams with a trick play, and of course, because we didn't actually run right into him to handle it, you can't pitch it. Apparently that play is a pitch or no-go type of situation. Steffens, they got the outside leverage, so we're not going to do it. We throw to Harrison, going to try to set something up, and get about 3. Just going to try to get any quick, free possessions we can. Whatever we can get, we're going to take. Steffens, seemingly free. Great juke move. Makes it almost first down. Especially with that second effort, he actually almost did get it. They got a guy in the zone, too. Don't want to test him, I'll tell you that much. And not a great run, but we get 2. Great crosser look. We had Steffens last time. Problem is you don't get much time to throw this, so you got to get rid of that thing quick. And we're on the run. Please hit this. It's a perfect throw. Steffens, massive gainer. Goes out of bounds. Potentially a late hit call. Nothing on the field to the 24-yard line. Big play. Sway the really good block inside. And, kind of felt that was coming, so we were expected to scramble early, and we did. It worked out. And we might be out of the zone because our own guy's bumping us. Really don't want to play for a field goal. We are out of the zone. But I do like this play if they don't see it, which they do. And I try to cut it back, and our offensive line just getting cooked. Halfback angle. We audibled this last time, but I kind of like the way this looks, so I'm going to do it. Peters, the rookie, gets bumped by his own guy, and that will be a 4th and 11 field goal attempt. Actually, not bumped by his own guy, bumped by the DB. I mean, they're both entitled to the spot, I suppose, but I feel like they probably call that. All right, field goal. Can't miss this one. This one we can't miss. Batting up and good. 10-10, but 4th and... only 3.5 to go. This is not looking good for us. We have not played our best football. The rain played a factor, but it's not a valid excuse completely. As D-line does a pretty good job to set it. Linebackers get in there. We get the stop. Gonna need to make a play here, fellas. You gotta get off the field. Give our offense a chance. And there you go, Rodgers. Remember, once upon a time, a starting quarterback, or DT for us. I almost said quarterback. CJ Stroud is who I was thinking of. I was like, is their quarterback back in? And he apparently is. And over the middle. Beating Jones by a lot for the touchdown. Wow, okay. That's some deep blue you got there. I mean, we're playing shallow, but I mean, just... I don't even know whose fault this is. I think this might actually be Skinner's fault. I can't remember, but I think these guys are all deep blue. From here all the way over to this DB even. And they just don't see it. Disappointing. Very disappointing stuff. Return is going to be fielded by Springs to the 31-yard line. I mean, do you go for 2 if you even get the touchdown? I don't know. We'll think about it later. Kind of force it to Swain, who just, I feel like he's the most dependable guy on the team. Who doesn't love themselves some Broden, but I think Swain is the most dependable receiver. As Harrison try to bounce it, there you go. Of course, we don't need to stay out of bounds. Great run, spins inside of the 34, huge play. Something like that was what I was aiming for, and I'm glad it worked out for us. Couple curl routes, tough reads at times. And good press and release. I thought he was going to carry him, but as soon as I realized I threw it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not a full-on press. That is a release. Taking the rookie. It's flat. Cool, if he would have caught that, that would have been legendary. Another flat throw, dude. Literally trying to step up, trying to throw it across to that left side, and it's not going forward. And oh my God, dude. Look at this rate. I almost don't trust anything but a screen. I don't love it. Throwing on the drag. I have to throw to Swain. And that's the throw he hits. Swain, speed, touchdown. What a clutch play. But did we give him too much time? 42 seconds, 3 timeouts. I think we probably did. With that, I think you go for an extra point. I don't think you want to give them any other reason to take a deep shot because they have to. Maybe they're just happy with overtime, I think that's the play. I think you try to keep this in bounds as well. Our special teams is usually pretty good. Try to waste as much clock as we can. We got the wind. We do. Try to keep this thing up a little bit. We might still end up end zoning, but whatever. If we do, we do. A little hang time. Not sure that really matters since they have to wait anyways, but that could not have gone any better other than a fumble. A lot of time wasted. They get to the 26. I mean, I don't really want to just run straight up prevent, but I'm having flashbacks, to say the least. The run is slightly open, though, so we'll see how they play this. A lot of time to throw, and CJ Stroud's going to run for 1 billion yards, of course. I guess you have to play aggressively. They literally need like 15 yards. Somebody's got to get in there for the blitz. Get this thing to overtime. On the running back, he's going to dump it off. We should have this. Great tackle by the rookie. Keeps him in bounds. They're not going to call a timeout here. And we're not going to get the freaking switch off. And wow, what a choke. They call a timeout. Okay, that's crazy. There you go, Hail Mary, but I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Wow, they choked that one. They had an opportunity there, and they blew it. Trying to get a push with Spellman. Can't get there. Stroud's going to step up. Stroud's still got the ball, and he's going to run for 5. Okay, I guess we're preserving the early season stat line, huh? Either way, first quarter, literally nothing. Second and third, not much, but each team traded a touchdown in opposite quarters, and then fourth quarter came alive, both teams scoring 10, leading us to overtime in the first game of the season. I mean, what a start to the year. We've got the most exciting game all the way throughout, but definitely got there in the fourth quarter. See how this overtime plays out. Coin toss. Heads. Heads it is. Receive, of course. Not much time in this quarter. Looking at potentially a tie game. Going to give us 5:35 in overtime here. Try to get ourselves a touchdown. Weeks on the return. And blocking. Fantastic. Again, it's, basically a brand new quarter, so we're going to play this like it's a brand new quarter. We're going to run the ball. And try to bounce it. Good try. I mean, turns that into a 5-yard gain. It's impressive. You got to be impressed no matter who you're rooting for, American route for Broden is very much so an option. And that's a risky one. Oof. I really wanted to commit to that throw, though, because they had 2 guys being covered by 1. But they just, for good reason why they had that coverage. They brought the blitz. They brought the heat. Nobody on Peters. Peters gains 8. Our defense has done a couple of things. They've gotten a couple of stops, but this is 4-down territory, unless it's like 4th and 15 or something. As Harrison fights for 5. You got to get past that damn red line, dude. That line is just like, I don't need to know where they can kick a field goal from. We're going to try to hopefully not give them the ball back, and there you go. Harrison, huge run, is just cracking off those ankles every time. Not a perfect game from Donnelly this day so far, but it's a good one. Run left. playing our numbers. Peters, great block. Almost a hold, but good job. 2nd and 1. I would love to go play action or something here, but just give me that first down. Keep it going. Pay it forward, if you will. As Harrison's actually going to get denied here, 3rd and inches. Reggie Gilliam time. See what our money is paid up for. See what we got ourselves. And easily gets the first down. Not mean to go back to the fullback dive, but I mean, I suppose since we're here, let's go power O. Good move inside and gains almost a first down on it. In theory, could clock him, so we'll play it out. And cuts left. Harrison showing off some speed, even though he's been used a lot this drive. And Dawkins is a bruised sternum. That is, should, and hopefully will be, only 1 game, but you never know. Broden on the end around. I mean, these types of plays do work pretty well, so we're going to try it. Oh my God, we barely even get that ball off. Broden could score. Broden down to the 1. What a run. Oh my, what a carry. A lot of speed, great blocking. Harrison inside, and he will score the touchdown. And we're going to win the game. What an overtime drive. I mean, almost completely clocked him. Beautiful drive there, clutching up, 23-17. Talk about that. What was that, a 4th and 8 conversion to Swain that literally scored a touchdown? Unbelievable. I mean, impressive. And then, of course, the defense holding on, not allowing them to get a field goal when they had a real good chance to do it. Really clutched up there. I don't remember if that led to a touchdown or not, but clutched up there, I suppose, for a moment. Pass rush, took away a field goal on that one. A couple of sacks in a row. Defense was not perfect. Gave up a lot of big plays like they did in the playoffs, but overall, when they needed the stop, they got the stop. They made the play. And the offense, kind of the same on the other side. Not super proud of the offense, but they got 23 points. They did their thing enough. Let's take a look at the stat line, though. Looking at the numbers, 51% completion percentage from Donnelly. Just way too many incompletions. Underthrown ball for a pick. Wilder had a pretty good game. Stroud had a pretty good game. Whereas we just, we got lucky. Of course, Harrison did a great job, as he always does on the ground. Receiving, Pritchett, big play. Obviously, he's going to have some numbers. Harrison, 4 for 34, made some plays. Swain, 51 yards and a touchdown. Broden, 79 and a touchdown. Peters, kind of a weak game 1, but a lot of rains, a couple missed throws that maybe led to some plays coming back. Steffens, 46-yarder as well. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, a lot of tackles in this game, especially for their side. Sacks, 1.5 for Pierce, 1 for Fant, 1 for Skinner, a half for Maynard, pick for Bullock. Tackles were lost, couple in there for our edge rushers. Kicking, missed one from 57 yards out. Not a great way to start the season, but I suppose with a win, in totality, actually was the perfect way to start it. I mean, look at the game situation here. It doesn't show our timeouts, but I think we might have had 2. Meaning that missing this play is a game lost. And here, I mean, they come out looking good. Everyone's perfectly covered. Guys in our face. Got to unleash one. Found the perfect man. Led him perfectly, and Swain does the rest. What a clutch play. I mean, that alone is the game lost if he doesn't hit that throw, let alone a perfect one to lead to a touchdown. Not even lead to, but get the touchdown on. I still can't believe Cross did it again. He's just not built for the deep pass defense. He just simply isn't. Peck, he's a pretty good player across the board, but his overall is being inflated a little bit by his base blocking stats, which I don't actually think work, honestly. A really good upgrade there for run block finesse, but his run block and pass block base stats being 92 and 93 just don't actually mean anything, if I'm not mistaken. So if they do, I mean, he should be like the greatest of all time, because he's in the 90s for like all those types of ratings. It's just the finesse and power he's not. So you would think. But we have a brand new injury, which of course is going to be Zeke Bamba missing 3 games minimum, as I don't see a play or bye week in sight, unfortunately. Head on to week 2, though, against the Celtic Foxes. They seemingly are still starting Bryce Young. Did they end up clutching up and winning that game or not is the big question, and they don't. A couple of press conference things. No player of the week. Did we give one up, though? That's also something we usually like to see. We don't like to see it, but we like to pay attention and see if we did, which we did not. But Celtic Foxes, Josh Hines-Allen, 2 sacks allowed. And then CeeDee Lamb, the division, they're starting off hot. Don't know about the win column, though, but the players of the week they definitely have. Let's take a look if they've won. They have not. All of our division opponents have lost. It's not a bad start for the season for us. Take a look at some injuries. Obviously, we know we're hurt, but are the Celtic Foxes hurt? They are not. So we lose our DT. They lose their nothing. Before we go into that strategy, looking at the rosters he would have changed. Got some storylines to take a look at as well, which I imagine are going to be direct result of us going against a rival here, but maybe not. It's going to actually be our first round pick. Expectations. Is it going to be cornerback or is it going to be wide receiver? I'd assume wide receiver, right? It's probably going to be Peters. I mean, it could be Richardson, but I don't expect it. See what we got. Next question. What is it about? Let's talk about which one? I had two. Kevin Peters. All right. I don't know. Expectations are low. He's a rookie. 1,000 yards. That's no way, dude. 800 yards. 60 catches. Oh, and there's catches involved. 60 catches, 800 yards. That's not easy, but that should be doable. 9K XP, that's free. Oh, maybe that's what we didn't get with Broden. Was it not the catches? Because it was like touchdowns. Maybe he doesn't have 60 catches, whatever it was. I think it was also 60 catches, right? Last year he had... that's probably what it was, which is stupid. I mean, it's even more impressive to get 1,200 yards and double-digit touchdowns on less than 60 catches. But yeah, he didn't get the 60 catches. I highly doubt he's going to get it here either. That's at least, 3 catches a game? More than that, obviously. More than 3 catches a game is tough. It's tough, especially on these quarter lengths. So I'd prefer the catches to be just out of it. It's all about yards because that's what really matters. Yards and touchdowns, not how many catches. You could have 20 catches in the game for 90 yards. Good game, but is this as good as like 6 for 180? No, obviously. Of course, who deserves the credit? Last game, they were both equally bad and good, but I'm going to give it to the offense because they clutched up hard in the fourth and overtime. That was 17 points. Very impressive. Game ball. Boost for quarterback, boost for running back, boost for wide receiver 1. I would prefer a boost for our O-line, but we're not going to get that, so I guess we're going wide receiver 1 because you're getting 2 players for the price of 1, and it's your lowest starter. 3 to catch and catch and try for both wide receivers, which, yeah, I mean, I guess our rookie could use some catching, but that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the Celtic Foxes. Can't imagine much has changed as they wasted a first-round pick on a quarterback that they're not going to start. That's obviously not a good idea. Running back's obviously still really, really good. Fullback solid. Wide receiver, they're the ones that got Godwin. That's right. How much is that going to hurt us? They already had some pretty good wide receivers. I'm a little surprised they didn't just start Mullins, but okay. Tight end 1 is Cunningham now. Officially. Super speedy. Problem. Left tackle's good. Left guard's good. Center's good. Right guard is good. Right tackle, pretty damn good. Left end, solid. We didn't play Carl Laftis last time. Or was it Josh Hines-Allen? Who was injured? I don't care. We missed one of them, and they still terrorized us. So, going to be relying on that ground game heavy. McNeil, very good player. DJ Sanders looking good, getting better. Quincy Williams still doing it at a high level. Super athletic. Baker, same situation. Super athletic. Right outside linebacker. Not as athletic, but very good. Good change of direction. Corners, Stingley, Hobbs, and Hart are a pretty damn good trio. Free safety Cook is decent with some athleticism. Strong safety is pretty damn good with some athleticism. Just not the best in coverage. More of a run support guy. Kicking, solid. Punting, solid. It's a good team. But how good of a team? Not really looking good in the pass game. Didn't turn the ball over, but they did not pass the ball super well. So I suppose you stop the run. I think outside runs is actually what this team runs quite a bit of. It's at least that's what I'm remembering. And it says to attack the pass. I mean, we usually do run the ball pretty poorly against this team, but I'm still going to go run inside. I still believe in it. Maybe I should run outside. I don't know, but weekly goal. Not going to go rushing. It was a pretty good game rushing, just not quite good enough. Play it safer. Try to get a pick. Allow 24 or less. 350 yards is pretty safe usually. And then, of course, 15 first downs. And we got a couple upgrades, actually. Kevin Peters is one of them. We're going to go with Playmaker. Definitely been some decent upgrades there with that archetype. 3 to ball carry vision, 1 to carry, 1 to deep, 2 to juke, 1 to medium. Very weak, but the juke move's nice. Very weak elsewhere, though. That is an L. Need release. Need the catching. Of course, short and medium route wouldn't hurt either, but those 2 things specifically. Then man-to-man for Richardson, who does not go open overall, but 2 to man would be nice. 3 to man, even better. 70 man coverage. I don't know if that's going to open any doors, any thresholds, but it at least looks pretty. And then Trey Lance will do on our own as we are going to be taking on our division rivals, the Celtic Foxes. Doesn't matter if we're 1-0, they're 0-1. Whoever wins this is leading the division in theory, because I don't know if any other teams have one, but I guess it doesn't matter. One of us has a division win, so even if someone else does, you could have the tiebreaker. Anyways, yap over. Week 2. Here we are in game number 2. This time we're, of course, at home. No bad weather, so we should hopefully see even better accuracy from the quarterback. There was some incompletions for sure. There was some, I wouldn't call them slips, but some of the guys weren't getting in and out of their breaks as quick as they normally would, and you're kind of bumping into people. It was a bit of a mess. Long story short, it was a mess, and hopefully that mess will be cleaned up here in week 2. Of course, most teams start the season off pretty slowly, so it's understandable in that aspect as well, but let's take a look at this Celtic Fox team, which, of course, they have that quarterback, Bryce Young. I imagine starting. When we looked at halftime, they, of course, were very, very close with their opponent, and it was a good opponent. So even if they've lost this first game, it still doesn't mean that they're a bad team, obviously. It doesn't even mean that they were the worst team of that day. They might have been the better team, just got unlucky. Who knows? We know a lot about being unlucky. Speaking of unlucky, we get to receive the ball first. How unlucky is that? Of course, we chose to, and finally it actually happened. But here is the return for Mr. Weeks. Not going to get a great block here. We're just going to run in to the 26 as safely as possible. Talked about, hey, if we can get one, no picks thrown. Yeah, that didn't really last too long, as we, of course, definitely threw an interception. Just a flat throw. A lot of flat throws. I mean, crazy enough, they had some decent ones, especially that Broden deep shot, but some of the throws were just sadly, severely underthrown, and of course that one led to an interception. Hopefully we can throw that away and not have that happen again. We're going to go with this play action to start. They are going to allow us to have a chance at this, and that is already going to be intercepted. Anticipating him beating the guy, and nope, not going to happen. Intercepted. Celtic Foxes' first play of the game. That is why I personally would not have allowed the number change. Number 11, that seems like a linebacker to me. Jeremy Chin built like a linebacker, but definitely not the speed of a linebacker. And just like that, they've already scored on defense. And we're back out on offense. Let's see how we're going to screw this one up. Looking for verticals. Going to just take Broden underneath just to try and get something going. Get a completion in there. Feel a little bit less pressure to hit a throw. Last week, 79 yards and a touchdown. This week, we'll see. Who knows? Off to a pretty bad start passing, as we've already thrown an interception. Which went for a touchdown, mind you. Not just as bad as a regular interception. Let's go back to Steffens. This time we actually hit him instead of throwing the pick. Should have just threw it back to Swain. Just should have thrown it back to Swain. And Gilliam, really good blocking. Great job by Harrison to gain about 9. Play action boot. Obviously, Peters is looking like a prime target here. See if we even have the time to throw it. In behind. It's not open, but it's enough, and that's almost intercepted too. A little underthrown. It's a tough throw to make. Still catchable from Broden, but also pickable. Trying to limit some of those plays. Definitely didn't do it so far this game. Dive play, and we're going to barely get the first down. 3rd and inches, I'm not risking, trying to cut that back left. They get a good push, and we lose 2 yards. Speaking of good push, great cutback there to gain 3 on what would have been a loss of 3. Bench is probably not the best look here, as they are pretty much all over it. Short crossers. And that is pass interference. Didn't even see Chin at all, by the way. This guy's going to come away with 4 picks today. I have no idea why I'm struggling to see Jeremy Chin. I mean, I seen him the first time. I just thought we'd get it past him. But that one, I just straight up did not see him. And Swain is going to catch it. 4th and 2. I mean, we're already down 7. I think, yeah, they're suggesting to go for it. I agree. Down 7, I feel like you probably need to try and go for this. Like this play a lot, actually. They might pick up Broden. That coverage is actually insane. He locked him up so much, he couldn't even run his route. Wow. And let's look back at this one. I mean, there's nobody open. There's Swain's locked up, Broden's locked up. You give me a little more time, maybe we hit Steffens, but it's perfect. I mean, maybe you have Peters and, he has to catch a contested one, but unbelievable. At this leverage, I'm like, okay, well, there's no way this guy can make this play. Look at the way he's pressing him. This left side out should be wide open. Runs her out for him. Damn. Bryce Young already up 7, with us having 2 possessions, mind you, and finally reaching out on the field. And we're going to give up about 13 on the curl. Definitely not looking good to start so far. Absolutely not. Shift him over. It's not the fake out. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to try to cover this. Another curl. First down almost again. Ooh, not the way we want to start that one, I'll tell you that. And free play. Oh my God, we are... Should we just get back on the bus and go? Like, should we? Should we just leave? I just need somebody to carry. I think we're just going to give the ball to Harrison all rest of this game. I just need somebody to just come out and carry the game. Blitz picked up perfectly. Short out another, nothing's been under 9 yards. Every single play for them has been at least 9. This one won't be, though. We're going to stop this run. Or not. I mean, we do really well there with Skinner, but nobody gets off their blocks. Another first down. Frustrated, but not mentally checked out. I'll let you know when we're mentally checked out. We're not there yet. With the Chupacabras, damn it. This ain't going to be enough. Could you stop, though, Maynard? Please. Good tackle the outside. I mean, they're starting to gain a little bit less each time. Of course, that's kind of how it works when you get into the red zone, but somebody just needs to make a play, man. And outside, great tackle. Skinner, 3rd and 2. The defense should have no excuses, though. No matter what the offense is doing, defense has not really been on the field, so they should be pretty fresh. Started second quarter already, and it's just looking as bad as last week, but worse. 2 drives, 35 total yards. That's horrendous. Blow this up, and they will get the first down on a cutback. Good read by Kenneth to the 8. It's Bryce Young, though. We have been able to get one over on him a few times. Could you stop, Maynard? Oh, my. I'm going to have to user this guy. Like, hello? 3 times now on the same drive. Like, does he need to be pulled? I get it. He's trying to, come back, try to help us, but you're not helping. You're making it worse, buddy. Please. Like, that's actually insane. There you go. Okay. Okay, Maynard. I see the vision. I see the vision, buddy. Huge sack down to the 18. Malachi Maynard. I mean, I get it. But, we need those penalties to not exist. That's all I can say. But, yes, that is a huge play. That is, assuming we're not this as bad as we think we are right now, that should lead them to field goal. And it'll lead to a touchdown. Nice defense. Not the start to this game. Not the start, really, even to the season, even though we won, that we wanted to see, especially for this offensive side of the ball. Weeks. I mean, this kick return, special teams is usually going to be pretty good, at least. Unfortunately, that is a very, very, very small aspect of the game. Get out of the way, fullback. I need that fullback in there. You're like the fastest fullback in the league, man. Can't get out there? Really? I like to flip this play. I've not really read this play flipped, but I like Broden's chance at a deep shot more than Peters. In trouble. Really good blocking there. Just nobody open. I mean, he could have probably hit Swain, but obviously looking for a little bit more than that. Drive is just stalling here. Quick throw to Broden. Great quick throw. Decided, you know what? We've been missing a lot of plays by not just taking the first guy. That is going to be the shift. That's the shift in today's game. It's going to be the difference maker today. Take what we can get instantly. It doesn't matter if the play is set up to be a deep shot. That's Harrison. Nice move. First down. Got to get Harrison involved. There's a lot more than we have as well. Okay, 5 down, so we will be throwing this. Again, first person open. That's who's getting the ball. Swain's not really that open. Overthrown again, though. Pressure, I get it, but still. Couldn't even get the drag out today. I mean, yeah, there's been some mistakes by us read-wise, but the team is struggling. There's no doubt about it. Oh, my God, dude. That's crazy. As much as it's going to make things a little easier, I mean, we got to do a slider change. Donnelly's like 90 in every accuracy. Like, he shouldn't be missing this badly. It's like, and then he hits that. Like, it's just, I do want a little bit of inconsistency, but I don't want, like, a short out to be, like, a rare completion, I want these throws to be 60%. It's a lot to ask for. And to be picked off. Oh, my God. I don't even know why I tried it. Peter's 6'5" and just doesn't go up and get it. I mean, he wins the matchup. Just, again, underthrown. Another underthrown ball. Should have taken Broden, I guess. Vastly underthrown. I mean, he's not open by a lot, but he's open by 2 yards. For a 6'5" guy, put that in the back of the end zone. That's a score. But, yeah, instead, you can see we had to come all the way back. It's just not even close. This has been a frustrating one. Insanely frustrating. And Williams is one-on-one, so you never know what happens there. Five-yard gain, short out. We're on this is Spellman. Godwin absolutely cooks Fant, though. And as goofy as that looked for Tariq, I'm glad because we would have absolutely hit him late. I mean, the game literally might be over as we speak. 21-0, their ball at half. That's potentially what we're staring at here. That's unobtainable. That is literally impossible to come back from. And, I mean, if not for their left guard, he gets out of a situation where three are in the backfield untouched. Literally bailed out by their offensive lineman. 14-0, 2-minute warning. This is a massive moment in the game. We got no choice. Even on 5, we gotta bring mid. We gotta hope we get in there quick enough. And, of course, caught. I genuinely don't even see how he caught it. There was so many people in traffic there. And, again, it's not a fake out, and the guy's just not running with it. It's not the man test play. He just doesn't run with him. Oh, what a move by Philbin. And, of course, great chase down, but he still gets away, almost a first down. Pierce doesn't get him down. Had a chance at it and just doesn't do it. Right cross, a big play here. Have to be on our toes. And we're on this. There's no way they just called PI, right? There's no way. Oh, my. That is a bad call. Well, I guess it's not a bad call, because even though we're going for the SWAT, they say we tackle him instead. Okay, that makes sense. Have the arm winding up for a SWAT, and then we decided to just tackle him instead. That's cool. Well, make a mistake. That's a mistake in my opinion. We'll call timeout. Hasn't really gone well for us in the past. This past, like as in this game, but I think you got to get a little aggressive here. We really need something before half. Overloading that side. It's kind of a crazy play, to be honest. And perfectly blocked up. Was going to try to hold off and see if they'd call a timeout. I don't know why they would, but you just never know. And then this is where we give them field goal range by dropping into coverage here. Cover 4. They're going to run. We are going to get the stop. I mean, at least we knocked them out of field goal / touchdown range. That's all I can really say. This one should be like a clean kick out of bounds, so I'm going to try to go for the block. Oh, I thought we had it. We got Broden, 43 seconds, no timeouts. I think it's worth at least looking. Can we trust ourselves not to make the bad read, though? I don't know. But at this rate, we're already down by so much. Kind of have no choice but at least look. Peters, good enough of a throw to get out of bounds for 7. Safety's playing way out there. I don't know if we have the corners, but we might have the post. Got a chance at it, drops it. It's a good throw. It's a pretty good throw. Not a bad throw at all. Broden on the drag. Could run, but I don't know if I trust it. Peters, wide open throw. Gonna try to spike this. I'm not even sure if we're gonna get there in time. There we go. 17 seconds, 46-yard line. Get out of bounds, maybe get a field goal. Be so devastated if we get in field goal range and we miss it. Oh, they're playing the outs because they're smart. Throw it away. Thankfully not grounding. Pre-snap, we pretty much knew that it was, you know, screwed, but why not? Got to hike it. Got to get the corner play. Again, and they're going to call grounding on this one. Again, just nobody really open and no time to throw it. But tell me to go for a Hail Mary. Do they actually believe that we have that kind of blocking? We're going to have to punt this. They're crazy. I'd love to be able to actually show them how wrong they were, but obviously we would absolutely fail it, and they would get a field goal out of it. All right, 14-0 at half, their ball. There's not really much to look at. We're just going to skip right back to gameplay. This is just pathetic. We gotta have a better second half, obviously. 0 points in the first half is a no-go. Oh, I thought we had that. He's going to take the underneath, dump off, good D. 0 yards gain. Bring in a blitz. I think we fake out with Spellman and then drop off. And there is nobody in their purple. Actually, that might have been my fault. That might have been my fault with the switch. Who's on who? Richardson. Free safety against the tight end. That shouldn't be terrible, although it was. Wide open over the middle. Almost caught off the deflection. Good job by Fant, but still, close call. Maynard dropping into coverage. I don't feel like we have enough guys on this side of the ball at all. It's all right. Good D. 3rd and 7. Come on, fellas. Playing the coverage game a little bit. Hopefully we can get off the blocks enough. Double team. Philbin does it. Gets him off his spot and a throwaway. Good D. Good D. Not a bad start. 2-minute drive. Couple of first downs, but we got him off the field. It's going to be a long drive, but at least we didn't give him a score. We needed that. Blue needs to get to this as well. Barely does. Bad blocking as usual. Our punt return game is garbage, though. And I want to run the ball, but, I mean, they've literally played 5 D-line all game long. It's a good throw. Peters to the 34. I was very, very scared about that one. I can't lie. It's running side left. I know they still got a lot of players in the box, but I think we can still make something out of it. Good job. Oh, what a joke. The animation. Try to bait that block out, and yeah, he is flat-footed coming off of a block. There's no speed there. Swain, perfect find. I mean, there's nobody inside. Holy. Juke move. I mean, it looked good. Didn't really lead to much, though. To 36. Try to go back in for the run game. And, oh, there we go. Set up the blocks nicely. Really good chase down backside there. We would have had a touchdown if not. Clegane could be a main play as that guy comes off the edge rushing. We should have a wide open throw to him. Does not. Good throw. Broden. First down to the 12. Good spot for it. Left side. I mean, they got so many players in this line. And, yeah, that is just... What an effort by Harrison. Might even stay in the zone from it. He sadly will not. But, yeah, that one guy just beat both of our players. Please, Harrison. Oh, he couldn't stay in. It would have been a touchdown. Good effort, though. Down to the 6-yard line. And we had Peters, but we also have the scramble. Donnelly, 73 speed is enough. Finally on the board. I mean, we really don't have Peters. You have this throw. I mean, does that look open to you? None of this looks open. I'm not trusting any of that. Peters back in the end zone, maybe, and then, of course, you see Broden, but at that point, we're already, we already have a guaranteed touchdown. I'm not risking it. If you have a guaranteed touchdown, especially when you're losing by 2 scores, you haven't scored a single thing in almost 3 quarters. Yeah, I would probably stick with that. Good job off the edge. Loss of 1. Maynard picking it up. Maynard has definitely improved after all of those penalties. Ricky Spellman going against a very, very athletic tight end. And he gets beat by him by a lot, mind you. We had everything wrapped up. Everything was perfect. And he just could not stick with him. He's a fast guy. He's tall, too. Philbin, please. There you go. Richardson, the rookie. He's got speed. He's got speed. Can't get quite down the field to the 18. What an interception. Tyrus Richardson intercepted. Almost a score on his first pick of his career. What a play. We're turning the tides a little bit. Almost got in there with Philbin. Philbin's been a big part of this one, too. A lot of these bad decisions have come from Philbin applying the pressure up the middle. It's not a coincidence. Nice. We could tie this game up before the 4th. Well, not realistically, but into the 4th, I suppose. And the fullback doesn't get there, but Harrison's got all that speed. What's the point of having all that speed if you can't know where to use it? 6 yards, not bad. Considering it should have been nothing, pretty impressive. Can we switch the side? Try to hike him last second. Who would have expected it? End of the quarter, not a great game, but still one we can win. Been doing this stretch look quite a bit. I kind of like the throw here. Broden. Oh, my God. It's a garbage throw, mind you, but that has got to be caught. Got to catch that, man. Swain, touchdown. There we go. There we go. Don Swain. I don't care what anyone says. Best tight end in the entire league. All right, we have cut that deficit to 0. It is all tied up. 14-0. We have stopped them. Over the middle. Another possession that is catch. I mean, we got to do that more, too, because we've caught a lot of tough ones like that. It's a big body guy for a reason. Our whole team is made up of those players. Wide receiver 3 and running back are the only 2 that aren't, like, big dudes. In trouble. Chase him down and force the slide. 3-yarder. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a whole lot worse. Kind of throwing our hand there, but I want our guy in position. There goes Philbin again. Gets him off his spot. Still hits the throw, but if he didn't have to wait, maybe he gets it to him sooner. Maybe it's a first down. Instead, we're looking at a potential... I really don't love the elusiveness out there. Potential stop here on 3rd and 1. They faked us out. Bryce Young. Taken down from behind. Loss of 1. Maynard. They're going to go for it, which, I mean, I understand. I would too. I think you have to. We got bodies. We got enough coverage, though, if we have to. Trying to get a free play on us. They almost got it with Maynard. They got the numbers. But we get out there with Tyson, and it's a turnover on downs. The chase down all the way across the side of the field. And you can see Kenneth is not happy because they may have choked this game. Maynard might have gotten him. I don't know. Maynard's had a pretty impressive game after all those penalties. I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know if he would have. I don't think he does. Maybe his own lineman. Well, I don't know. What is it? Maybe his own blocker gets in the wing, allows us to have it. I'm not sure. Go throw this. And I wanted to get Broden, but just don't have the time. Ran away hard because they just got a free rush. Or very close to it, I should say. 5D line. I mean, if we don't run it every time they have 5D line, we'll never run the ball again. And maybe for good reason. They came into this game saying, you know what, we're not going to let them beat us on the ground. And you know what? That's probably the reason why we're in a bad spot. They're not on the screen. We're just going to go for it. I'm not even going to try to break tackles. Just use the speed and run. Considering the angle the guy was on, that might have been the difference between getting that first down and being in 4th down right now. And we get absolutely hammered. I mean, it worked. They thought it was a freaking run, but when no one's going to block, it doesn't really matter what they think. Perfect timing there. Peters to the 34-yard line. I was watching the other side. I was watching that corner, but I didn't love it. Swain, I mean, just, again, this 4-man rush is just instantly crushing us. I mean, this is literally instant. The right tackle is just not on him at all. It's free. And it's not our drop back because the drop is like right here. He's already beat him. It's over at that point. It doesn't matter. If I step up, maybe, but who the hell steps up in this? You know, you don't step up in that. I don't know if we even hit Swain anyways. I think we do. Nah, I don't know. I think we were done for anyways. Could have probably done a little bit more for the kicker, but, you know, hopefully he can hit it. Just keeping it, you know, safe enough. And it will be good. 17-14. They do have a chance, though, with 2:09. Started off pretty good. 2-minute warning there at the 40-yard line. I mean, is this back-to-back overtime games to start out the season? I don't know what we're doing there. Good tackle by Maynard, who just is everywhere. The guy is teleported. I'm going to try to run out and baiting him out. Pierce can't catch him. But fumble! Recovered by Tyson. Bryce was doing everything he could to outrun Maynard or Pierce from behind. Didn't even see who was in front of him and just gets laid out. Fumble on the play. Massive change of events and might be winning the game because of it. Like, you do not want to run right into Skinner like that. Look at freaking Campbell. Pierce has no idea the plays though going on. Campbell dives in like Superman. Unbelievable. The problem is he's still got to get this first down, which they're not going to allow us to do it on the ground, I don't think. Yeah, they chase us down easily. Loss of 4. All right. We got Peters, maybe. Block and release. Or Donnelly with the scramble. Got to take a hit. Tried to slide, but wanted as many yards as possible. Peters isn't the fastest man in the world, but I still like him for this end around. They don't see it. Peters. Big fella. First down. Still going. Game 1. Oh, my. What a game. Definitely an ugly one. Not one we could be really super proud of, but at the same time, to go from down 14 to winning the game with them still holding 14. What a turnaround, especially for the defense. Peters, what a play there, by the way. I mean, just, you know, probably gets it. Probably the first down just barely, but doesn't leave it a chance. Gets another 10 on top of it. We're going to win the game in an ugly fashion, but it's still going to show 2-0 on that record board, which is all that matters to us. I don't care if Donnelly has 7 touchdowns, 40 picks on the year. If we win every single game, it don't matter. You know, I don't really care. What a game. An ugly one, but a game nonetheless. Unbelievable. Of course, I mean, they got a good team. There's no doubt about it. That defense is scary good. So it makes sense that, you see games like this. Teams that just, they're hard to beat on defense. Their defense is just good. Of course, looking at some of the highlights, I don't even know if there really was many, but Swain touchdowns, the only passing highlight almost all game long. Everything else was short or intercepted. Of course, defense, some sacks in there, specifically the edge. Philbin got in there a lot. I can't believe we didn't get a stop on that drive. It was like 2nd and 18 or something, touchdown right away. But Philbin got in there a lot, just never, got to the quarterback and sacked him. But of course, that pick six really set the tone, and I am genuinely shocked we were able to mentally come out of it. Of course, so far, about 50% completion percentage for Donnelly this season. We got to do better. We simply got to do better. But rushing, I mean, they locked that down too. Receiving, who had the game? Peter, 60 yards. Broden, 56. Swain, 44 with a touchdown. Harrison, 17. Yeah, and just an ugly one that we won. That's really all there is to it. Simply put, got a couple of upgrades. Probably could have waited till after practice is over since we're playing another one. But Mr. Matt Fant, man coverage 2, press 1, zone 1. Pretty good upgrade, actually. Still very mid, very average, but he's getting there. And then, of course, the main man himself, Mr. Harrison. Going to go power back, try to get that break tackle up even higher if possible. And, oof, I'll take the trucking. But, yeah, I need that break tackle to 90. Break tackle 90 would be fantastic. Nonetheless, we're moving on to week number 3. Are we on the road? Oh, we're at a home for this one. That sucks. Focus scouting. Let's get these regional scouts going. So we have cornerback here with, well, that's what we have. But, offensive tackle and interior lineman is the boost. The strength is kind of D-line pass rush. Weakness is right tackle, left tackle, tight end. Left end, no. Free safety, maybe. Right out, I suppose. But we need O-line. I might just stick to O-line even if it's not the strength, just because I don't really like the strengths themselves anyways. And then, of course, we have a outside linebacker, middle linebacker kind of strength. We don't see that from these guys. I'm thinking middle linebacker. Linebacker is probably our biggest need across the board right now. They play all right, but it probably is our biggest one. Wide receiver and corner, our scout, he's a 1-star. That is the strengths of this region. But I don't really need a wide receiver, I don't think. Corner, possibly, but probably not either. But we'll keep it on corner just because. And then interior in DT, it's saying that right guard is a weakness. We're still going to go interior lineman. And then, of course, nationally, we'll have to wait on that one. Of course, Bamba still out for 2 more games. McKinney, though, for the Ghouls, also out 4 games. So they're missing a really good player, too. I mean, it's arguable who is more important because ours is a defensive tackle. There's the safety. Great safeties can change the game. We know that firsthand. We had the defensive player of the year who was a safety, but I still think our DT, Bamba, is probably a little more valuable personally, but I mean, no. It's maybe subjective. Let's take a look at the Ghouls, though. Take a look at that roster. They have Will Levis at quarterback. We have seen him do some pretty good things, though, so do not discount him. Running back Trayvon Henderson. He's an 84 overall. He's developed a bit. Super fast. And then, of course, juke abilities through the roof. We got a rookie fullback. Looking at wide receivers, Debo is their number 1 wide receiver. That's probably not a good sign, and not really. Yeah, it's not really a good sign. Bunch of smaller wide receivers for the most part. Obviously, Debo's kind of, tanky, if you will, but not the tallest group of guys. Tight end Hawkinson's obviously very good, very tall. Left tackle, rookie. Okay, maybe get Malachi another 2 sacks. 1.5 he had, 2 maybe. Zabel's good, but Biotish is good. Haynes is okay. Lucas is good. Left end is good. Right end is good, but what scheme are they playing? Who knows? DT is far better than good. Robert's smart. Super undersized, but he's a good player. Left out, Keon White. Is this a 3-4? I don't know. They got some speed in middle linebacker. Right out, could definitely play both. Cornerback Jalen Ramsey is not what he used to be, but I would not put it past him to still be good at 88 speed. This is a matchup, though, that Broden could absolutely light up, so got to pay attention to it. Johnson, light him up. Vic, he's a rookie. He's got some potential. And then, of course, the Ghouls, they picked up kicker Anders Carlson. Very accurate kicker, may I add, but just doesn't have the length. As far as the focus goes, they don't apparently pass the ball well, so we're going to defend a run, and then we are going to attack them with the run. Interior is somewhat weak for them. And I still just don't know why he doesn't want to fix. Unless I didn't look, but I think it's still broken for our... let's actually get a break tackle up. For our defensive ability for Skinner. I think it's literally just not working for some reason. I didn't actually check if it has fixed in-game, though. Maybe it did. I really wasn't paying attention. It probably doesn't matter as much. Momentum Shift's not a crazy ability, I don't think. We'll actually have to take a look. But we'll see. Let's see. What does Momentum Shift do? When they enter the zone on all field, they're knocked out. I mean, that's something, but we almost never see our opponents knocked out anyways. They never have their ability, so kind of a crap X Factor ability to get regardless, but yeah, it still would be nice if it worked. And here we are, back at home, taking on the Ghouls with Will Levis as their starting quarterback. This is definitely a team that I've seen quite a bit of, and I think they're okay. I don't think their roster is very good, but I think they're definitely capable of winning a lot of games. So I'm not too worried about their roster itself, but the fact that as a team, they seem to get it done. So I don't know who the hell you focus on both sides of the ball. I just know as a team, they have a good chance of getting it done. So just don't underestimate anyone is really the key. We've also bumped the accuracy sliders by 3. 3, I think, is pretty fair. You can't be missing those kind of throws in the 90s, right? You can't. He's got 90s accuracy. That's crazy. And hey, we're back to kicking the ball off first. That might be a huge help to us. Let's see how Will Levis has played. Definitely better than Donnelly, I'll tell you that much. Donnelly, I think, is 3-3 now. I mean, it's better than not being, it's better than being negative, but hopefully we can turn this around. Last season we had a really bad start, turned it around. Maybe this time we can turn it around quicker. Maybe right now we go 34-5 or something. That'd be great. Of course, looking at the numbers for Levis, making not only look bad, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than our guy. Here we go. First snap. White is actually going to be in, and White burns us. Oh my God. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but one-handed? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I almost said, are you curious, which sounds like a completely different topic. If you're asking a guy if he's curious. I'm just saying, what a catch. Forgot there is like a one-handed catch button. Never use it because why would we? But pretty cool. Damn, the speed, man. Could be picked. Picked off by Fant. Great start. Fant's got speed. Not enough to beat Debo. To the 24-yard line. Maybe finally we're going to have one of those starts. There you go, Matt Fant. Kind of fading back into the curl route. I don't know why Levis did that, but Levis is Will Levis after all. And he throws it with so much confidence to the wrong team. That's kind of crazy. But hey, maybe by the end of this one, Levis's numbers will look worse than Donnelly's. Right now they aren't, even after the pick, but on par to maybe change that, hopefully. Hopefully. As you can see here, the numbers, 3-3, 425 yards. It could be so much worse, though. It really could be. Let's hopefully not see that in action. Do have to remember he also has 1 on the ground. I don't know if that really changes much. Levis could already have 1, too. I don't love this play. Brodem, 1-on-1. Just going to run right into him. 8 yards, good play. It'd be nice to get Peter some touchdowns, too. I want to see him get some success this season. And overthrown despite the change. If that's being missed, yeah, I definitely do not regret changing them because that should not be missed by that much. And that is insane. Turning up to the line, throwing it from 1 yard out. Screw it. And overthrow, turnover. And oh my God, it's literally 3 yards in front of him. He can't hit the throw. That's crazy. Am I just that bad throwing? The sliders are just insane, huh? Wow. Golden opportunity just thrown away. Should have probably ran it, but they stopped us the play before. Why couldn't they do it again? And we left that wide open with Spellman. Good hit. Loses a yard off of it. Henderson last week, 13 for 51 and a touchdown. Not bad. Just didn't get many opportunities is all. Similar to Harrison. And Maynard's back at it, which means he's going to have a huge game. Love it. Get out there with Martin. Team effort. Do stop him. 3rd and 1. I can respect a team that understands what they need to do, though. We're going to run commit here, and we're just going to use Richardson. Play action. And nobody's out there. Richardson should take him down. Great tackle to the 30. I just don't understand why you go run commit. The team is committed. Why are you backing up? You've already given up the coverage. You might as well just turn it into, an engage 8. What a hit. Still holds on, though, 4 yards. Like, it's basically engage 8 at that point. You got to just commit, man. I'd rather you commit and fall short than for you to be halfway and get beat over top anyways. Over the middle, wide open, and Levis going to score. Now almost to the 5. Are we really thinking that Bamba doesn't stop that scramble attempt? I'm just saying. Who's more important? I will say their safeties are cheeks without McKinney, but still. Like, they are really bad without McKinney. And we're not that bad at DT, but we are worse. Try to swat, and he could have had a pick for Wood Richardson. Number 2 could have had number 2. I would have loved it. I do not like this. I would have loved it, as I hate this. Oh, I think he knew he was going to throw a pick. Great job, Maynard. 4th and goal, stop. Good job. I think he knew he was about to throw a pick if he hit that to, I think it was Hawk. I don't know, whoever it was, and decided to kind of just dump it down while being hit. Good job by Maynard to at least force that decision. I'd rather have, you know, a guaranteed no touchdown than for him to risk that throw and us miss, you know? So you could say we lost a potential pick, maybe even pick 6, but we also could have, you know, given up a touchdown. That's fine. Weeks, pretty good return to the 32. We've been an absolute disaster so far. And just nobody open. Grounding. There's just nobody open. 15-yard loss on the first play of the drive. I'm sure that will be easily corrected. Got to scramble out. It's the only way to guarantee safety on the throw, as Harrison gets a lot of that. 18 yards. Are we just a screen-only team? That's all we're doing is screens? Because that's the only thing that seems to work. Free play? No free play. It's a tough one. Great catch, Peters. Went aggressive because I just didn't know if that guy was going to try to jump it for the pick. I've seen players miss wide open ones. Wide open catches because they go aggressive. I am glad he was not one of them. That would have been a huge missed opportunity. And just, I don't trust the throw. I'd rather take the 1-yard sack, half-a-yard sack, than to throw a pick. I had 2 looks there that maybe he can hit, but I just didn't trust it. And, you know, Harrison makes up for it for us. Easy first down, second quarter. Harrison on the screen. Screen pass, been pretty lethal. Slips off it, not in his traditional sense, but breaks the tackle. That's why I want that break tackle up higher. That kind of stuff only possible from that. This look has been terrible for us, but I do believe a blitz. I believe swing could be open. I believe wrong. Good throw. Great catch. Peters, I don't know how they're not calling that a first down, by the way. If that was a massive play in the game, I probably would challenge that, but it's not. It's 2nd and 1. I mean, if we can't get 2nd and 1 converted at some point, what are we, you know? Broken ankles. Harrison with the great blocks will score. He is so elusive. 99 juke move out the box, if you will. VH1 on the board. There you go. He hasn't really looked as dominant as usual. He's been breaking plays. He's been a great player. It's just he hasn't been 150 yards a game kind of situation, mainly because we just haven't given him a chance. But the playmaking's obviously there, so just got to get him the ball more. Oh, they got so much going on here. Richardson, good tackle, but just get beat easily. We don't commit usually either, so, you know, the press isn't on. I just can't trust the press. Our guys get beat too much. And out there, good hit, but that's going to be a catch. One of the hardest jobs on the field, that linebacker spot. You got the rookie playing a tough one. That looked like a freaking false start. Huge hit, 3rd and 2. And this one we are going to go press heavy, and we might be blitzing with Cross here. We're on it. Oh, no one's over there, though. Slips off the tackle. Skinner, huge hit to the 40. I mean, he was still sort of in the catch process. I think it's worth the risk of trying to strip him there. And caught again. Everything's a catch. Every team we play has just got great hands. Come on, Philbin. Double team again. Pierce, though, one-on-one. Clean tackle out of bounds. 1 yard only. Pierce off the edge from the 29-yard line. Good move, but nobody's there. Where are we? Yeah, Tariq, what a great hit. Just not in coverage, though. From the 19. Tight end? Nope. Over the middle again on the slant. We can't cover slants. We just can't do it. Got to play inside leverage. We just have no choice because almost everything's inside. I'll give up the outsides every day of the week at this rate. And there goes Pierce, blowing it up. One of the only people on the day actually doing something. Back of the end zone, beat again. Damn. As much as Pierce has been great, he's not getting to the quarterback enough. So we're trying to bring some blitzes, and it's just not working. Nothing's really working right now. And just doesn't get help. Great job by Springs, but just not getting the blocks that Weeks does. Notice that a lot, though. Usually Weeks just gets the best blocks. I don't know what it is. Wayne, wide open. Ooh, I thought we actually got him there. He looked like ankle snapped. Got aggressive with that look. I liked it. I liked it a lot, so just took it. Peters wide open. Could score. Peters in for the end zone. 2-play drive. Do we score too quickly, though? Now that's a damn drive, baby. 2-play touchdown. There you go. I mean, obviously, different levels of defense. This defense is nowhere near as good as the Celtic Foxes, and it shows, but still, I mean, 2 plays? There's no way last week we would have said 2-play touchdowns were possible for us. Pretty damn good blocking, too, may I add. Pretty impressive. Oh, almost caught it. I mean, there's nobody over there. It's not our job. We're covering the tight end. We're in that hook. Spellman just gets lost. I think it's just they don't see that we're baiting. So they're like, oh, that guy's open. I got to go help. And then they leave their guy. It's like, just cover your guy, dude. Oh, my God. Richardson's beat. Oh, but Cross isn't. Picked off by Cross. I mean, this is technically a touchback, so, I mean, you don't need to move. Richardson beat. It was a hell of a throw, but Cross was on it. Great recovery speed for the team. And that will be another takeaway. All we needed is a Will Levis game to feel better. Game's still not over, obviously, though. Jeez, that thing went to the moon, by the way. I don't know if Richardson was on it. I don't think he was. I think he might have been beat. I think he gets a hand. You can see this. That would be crazy. Look at where his hand is. I think he either just barely gets it or barely misses it. What a play, though. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It was a great play for us. Unbelievable. I kind of want to post Broden and see if that safety drops. Is it overthrown? Oh, what a try, Broden. I can't blame anyone there. Obviously can't blame Broden. That's a tough catch. Can't blame Donnelly. There's a guy in his face. Pre-snap, safety's coming down. You know, even here, they're kind of playing low. I think you got to take that look, and it was a smart look. Peters, great catch. No, it's Broden, actually. Runs through a timeout. First down. It's hard to throw with confidence when you just don't know if your blocks are going to hold for more than a couple seconds. Peters, pretty good route. It's an amazing throw and an amazing catch. What a play. Peters got that confidence, though. I like it. Play action. Got to pay attention to this. They will give us enough time, I think. In behind the defense, Steffens. Great find to the 19. Beautiful. Again, moving with purpose. I like it. Let's get Harrison out there, see if they're going to cover him. They will. Peters could be another touchdown. Perfect throw. Peters, same play, same touchdown. We're up 11. Throwing with way more confidence. Missing a couple of throws here and there, especially easy ones, but for the most part, we've hit the throws good enough. Kevin Peters, a rookie, 2 touchdowns on the day. Looking at 70-plus yards already. 3rd and 7 from 9 seconds left. Not from, but with 9 seconds left. And they're going to take a little underneath. Dropped. I mean, you got a chance here to... They're going to Hail Mary. I mean, how do you run a blitz that isn't going to give up a touchdown? I don't know if you can. I guess you... Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. It's barely even a blitz. We got that off. Oh, my God, Richardson, please. It's a free pick, man. Drops it. Either way, 21-10 at half, looking much better than the previous weeks, especially last week. A little bit more to like, so we will actually look at the halftime report this time. Blue Dragons in the comments. I have no idea how this division's playing. Blue Dragons do have a win, and they have a chance to win this game. So, down by 4 against the Comets. Still got a chance in this one. Potentially pull out the win. Barons and the Wolverines, I seen that was a very good game. And the Wolverines do win by 11. Very good game there. Anderson throws 2 picks, but he's a young guy, so what can you expect? And then we're going to see the Celtic Foxes. We will, as they're playing the Monsters. The Monsters with the upset. Obviously, you know, they're 1-2 now, but they are still the upset. 0-2, terrible season last year. You're expecting, oh, it's happening again. I can't believe the Celtic Foxes are 0-3. That actually baffles me. I don't know what's wrong with this division. Almost every single team that was good at one point just falls off the cliff. I don't know what it is. Thankfully, so far, we haven't really followed that trend, but there you go. Big play to Peters. A couple of touchdowns in there. We're finding some looks. Passing the ball well. Again, I don't get why the Celtic Foxes are playing so badly, but there's a very big difference between these two teams, without a doubt. On the return goes Springs. Again, just does not have the blocks to the 22. Harrison started the game off pretty hot. Got a lot of, touches, and now not really so much, especially on the ground game, as Harrison will get a nice 9 to start. Stretch play going left. Just think they have a little bit less on this side defended. And really good blocking. Too good a blocking, apparently. Look at Harrison. Fumbles the ball. No. Oh, he doesn't do that much, but that is a huge loss. That's not coming back. That is their ball. Oof, that's tough. I mean, it is rare Harrison makes a mistake that isn't a drop pass, so not even like a single ounce of hate towards him. Just unfortunate. There you go, though. Defense will get him. Don't worry about it. Rookie Spellman. Tough break, though. I mean, Harrison, dude, just the amount of broken tackles the guy can force in a short period of time. Nice. Philbin. Oh, my God, there's nobody there. Knocks him out of bounds. Huge gain, though. 3rd and 9. Manageable. It is definitely obtainable. We're going to bring the blitz. We're bringing the mid. Not going to press him. And short out. That will be a good stop. Good job. Bring enough heat, and the quarterback's going to feel like he has to throw it right away, which he probably did. That guy's wearing 9. What the hell is Bryce wearing? Not even the same team. What am I even thinking about? The same Bryce. Braden Donnelly. What a game. Good start. Keep it up. Still just got my mind on that Celtic Foxes game, despite the fact that we won. We actually won the game, so. And Harrison gains about 4. Hopefully his mind is not on that fumble. Like, sure, it's a bad mistake, but it is what it is. What a great block. Oh, man, broke the ankles of the wrong guy. That juke move is deadly, though. Got to give Harrison some credit. That man has got the deadliest juke move in the league. Oh, going the wrong way. Harrison, though, find his way back in. 3 yards. He is such a problem. I'm glad he's not our problem. Peters in the post. Just take the shot there. It's 3rd and 7 now. It's like, screw it. Tight end Swain was getting open, but he got locked in. They stopped him from getting open. Maybe should have ran the ball again. Too late now, though. We got to throw it. Swain could set it up. He's about a half. Now they're going to call 1st down. Beautiful. Let's hurry up to the line. Not give them a chance to change their mind. Screen pass. They're not on it. Nice little dump out. Broke 2 sets of ankles. Lineman probably helped too, to the 41. Back to the stretch. Don't like that side. We're going to go our little short side here. And we're going to get some moves. Good job, Ali. 5 yards. Harrison needed a little break. We don't mind it. Comeback route for Broden's open, I think. It's a pretty good throw. Great catch, Broden, to the 20. I mean, there's a bit of predeterminedness, I'll be honest, but I don't mind it. Stick. Good throw, Broden. Great strong catch to the 7. Delivering with some confidence now. Slants. Strong hands. Strong hands. Peters for 3. 3 touchdowns on the day. What a game so far. Unless he's already an X Factor, could trigger a breakout, because we do know he's at least superstar with his ability being known. Strong hands, great route, great throw. Almost made it impossible for him to miss that. It was perfect. Stepping up. Did we miss the extra point, by the way? I think we did. There's no way oh my God. There's no way Batten's missing extra points, right? Unless we went for 2. I don't know why we'd do that. I guess you would put him away. No, it's just a miss, I think. 4th quarter, up 17. It's not looking good for them. Not looking good at all, which I love to see. Again, slider change definitely helps, but I do think just playing a team that doesn't have the greatest pass rush of all time is also a huge help. Oh, my Lord. Good tackle to the 31. Cover 4, kind of just protecting the end zone at this rate. You know, it's 31-yard line. Not much more you can underneath with us. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, little man's going to take on all these hits. I'm sure he would die. What do you mean? Where's Philbin? Pierce. Not a hope in the world. Instant rush. His edge, man. They've had a pretty hot start. Right tackle misses assignment. We always have that, so I'm glad to see somebody else is dealing with the pain. Manual blitz inside. Rookie Richardson gets beat. Like, the takeaway ability from Richardson feels stronger than Rudd, but I feel like Rudd was a better cover guy. And we try to set that up. Huge hit by Spellman. Just lays into him as hard as he can. I know it sounds sus, because it is. All right. Can't get there. Does get stopped short. 30 inches. It's not going to change anything on our aspect. I'm not blitzing here. We're just going to just play it out. This clock is drained and just keep it going. As long as they don't score a touchdown, you know. Doesn't matter how long it takes them to score a touchdown because it's going to take them a lot. First down, but it does go to bounce. This one will blitz just because they're so condensed in here. It's going to take them a little while for these routes to get developed, I think. Especially on a run. Can't run any routes on a run. Lost 3. Pierce off the edge. A little cross pattern action underneath. There's just no way that's going to score. They might actually get stopped, and even if they don't, they have lost so much time here. It's actually insane. Wins his one-on-one. We're out there with Cross. Will Evans is big man, but not big enough. Now we are down to one final backup DT as Rogers is down. Could be a run. One-on-one. We get the tackle. Turnover on downs at the 2. Rogers thankfully not injured long-term. We got Ngunjobi coming in. Trap play from our own 2 is pretty bad, but we got an in-the-zone running back. I think we're fine. And there he goes. There he goes. Why wouldn't you want a 98-yard touchdown on your resume, potentially? Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Maybe he'll cook it. Great blocking, though. Oh, my God. You see that slight cut? Thomas was down. Over 100 for Harrison. 10 yards per carry on the ground. Sadly unlikely to finish with that, but still. Clock is going 2-minute warning, so. Outside of trying to get a free play out of him, probably going to let this hit the 2. Trying to finish this one out with Harrison. Actually, maybe get the backup quarterback in as well. Let's get the backups in. Got all our backups in, Trey Lance included. Receivers as well. O-line's not, but everyone else is. Stiff arm attempt from Ali, gains 3. I mean, I still absolutely like Ali. It's just going from one to the other is probably going to be a tough one if there's ever an injury. Let's actually go for a shot play. I kind of like Springs here. Maybe not. Trey Lance, nice find. Mitchell's got room to run. And that scrambling ability is just so valuable. Probably could have ran if we really wanted to. We'll throw the ball a little bit more. Pick 6, it doesn't really do anything. Clegane. Drops it, got hit as he was catching it. Still got to catch that. That is definitely an example of a just straight up drop. I know he got hit, but the guy hit him pretty late. Clegane again, wide open drop. So we can put that one to rest, I'll tell you that much. Trey Lance delivering some nice throws here, by the way. Really nice throws. Juke moves on point. Surprised they're not calling a timeout. We'll call one timeout at about 3. And here we go, looking for a play. That is really good coverage. Oh my! I thought Stephen scored. That's a great throw. Man, Trey Lance is promising. He's 27 now, though, so it's a little late to actually develop him, but the guy can throw a ball. Let me tell you. But that is going to be it. 27-10, I believe, the final score. Very impressive. Offense looks so much better than previous weeks. Defense, I mean, they locked up for the most part. I mean, they gave up a lot of yards back and forth, but touchdown-wise, limited a lot. A lot there. And, of course, Harrison, a problem as always. Just unstoppable. Truly unstoppable. I would probably think about potentially sending in my third-string linebacker and just hurting him. If I was a division rival, I just would. Just our odds of winning games drops tremendously when he's out. So, we win the game. 80% completion percentage, way better for Donnelly. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Bit of a different performance, believe it or not. Harrison, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. Did fumble. Can't ignore it, but it's okay. Always makes up for it. Had, where is his rushing numbers? 36. Almost 150 total. Peters, though, 106 with 3 touchdowns. When have we seen Wayne do that? I'm just saying, you know, talking crap about our ex. Broden, 50 yards. Anyone else? Harrison, of course. Steffens, a couple plays. Swain, a couple plays. Mitchell, 23. Then Boss on that run commit. Pass rush, what do we got? Pierce 1, Williams 1, Spellman 1. Nothing for Maynard, sadly. Cross, 1 pick. Matt Fant, 1 pick. And a miss kick from our freaking extra point specialist. What a seller. But nonetheless, though, we find a way to win. 3-0 in the season. No matter what happens, we are going to be holding on to the division lead, at least into next episode, where we take on the Aqua Wolves and the Snow Leopards. Imagine some of these games are probably going to be on the road, as sadly we avoided being on the road for this one. Well, the games give us a road game. They don't give us the special stadiums. At least we always have the monsters once a year, which is cool. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I appreciate your continued support a ton. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays, and I'm out of content, which I don't know when you would have seen Oblivion. You might actually see it tomorrow. Not Friday or today, but tomorrow. So check it out. Maybe even the final episode. I don't know. Probably not, but you never know. Regardless, thanks for watching. I hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And again, as always, shout out to the members of the channel. Truly do appreciate you guys a ton. If you are a member, you didn't realize you're just being a member. You didn't even know there was extras. We do have a monthly members only rebuild on the 15th of every month. We'll obviously have one this month as well. Madden could get a little weird because, you know, the game comes out like right then and there. So it could be like a Madden 25 exclusive rebuild, or it might be a Madden 26. We'll see. Might even be late. I'm not sure. But always there'll be one each month. I try to aim for the 15th, which so far we've hit. But I think one of the days we actually did it early, right? Did we? Did we do it a day early? I can't remember. Regardless, remember, and I appreciate y'all for watching, and